Huh. I spent years being the perfect woman, loyal, devoted, a wife to men who didn't deserve a girlfriend. So I thought, let me try something different. Let me be the one they run to instead of the one they run from. Biggest mistake I ever made. I used to be the one who cooked and cleaned, held it down while he was living out his dreams, gave him everything a good woman gives while he was out there living his other life. So I said forget it, I'll play a different role, stop being the main and just be the one he calls. No strings, no pressure, just fun and free. Thought I finally found the version of love that worked for me. He took me on trips, I met his friends, sat at his table, felt like I fit right in, laughed with his family, stayed the night. Thought this was different, thought this felt right. But then I started noticing the things I was doing, the calls I was taking, the gaps I was filling, the dinners I cooked, the prayers I was praying, the things this main woman had stopped doing. And I thought I was filling in the gaps, doing everything she wasn't doing, giving him the wife he already had, but I was just the one he was using. I was the trips, the laughs, the late nights, everything he stopped being I was doing right. But he was never gonna leave her. I was just keeping him together. I was just keeping him together. Oh, I was just I was giving more than I was getting back, pouring into something that had no future in there. Oh, thought I was winning, but I was losing slow, playing a role that was never mine to hold. I was excitement when his home got boring, the peace he needed when his life was storming. Ooh, the woman he wanted but wouldn't claim. I had all the love and none of the name. And the worst part, the part that broke me, was realizing I was better than the woman he chose to keep. I was doing more, giving more, being more, but I was still the secret, still the back door. I looked in the mirror and I didn't recognize the woman staring back with compromise in her eyes. I had become everything I said I'd never be, a placeholder for a man who didn't deserve me. I was filling in the gaps, doing everything she wasn't doing, giving him the life he already had, but I was just the one he was using. The trips, the laughs, the late nights, ever since she stopped being I was doing right. But he was never gonna leave her. I was just keeping him together. I was keeping him together. But I am not a gap to fill, I am not a placeholder, I never will. I am the whole story, not a chapter in between. I am the prize, I am the dream. I walked away and I found my worth, the most valuable woman on this earth. I will never be the other woman again. I'd rather be alone than be his maybe, his when. I don't blame myself anymore. I was a good woman in the wrong situation. I know my worth now, and I will never settle for less than all of it. Never again.